Hello and welcome to another Doctor's Assistant 1 video, and today I'm doing another new news type sort of random sort of video that I'm just talking about how things are at the minute. It's Easter Sunday, so that's nice, I guess, and stuff. Surprisingly enough, I have had some chocolate. I didn't expect any, so that was nice, I guess. Getting something when you don't really expect, and stuff. I'm very happy that my new news video on all of the Doctor Who figures I have on my 3 shelves seemed to be very successful and stuff, so thanks to everyone who watched that video and commented and liked the video. Big, as I say, thumbs up to you guys and girls for doing that, because, you know, it's always very reassuring and positive, feeling to know that obviously your audience is watching the content you put out there. And clearly you guys, and as I say, girls, are watching that content clearly because it was rather successful, and that, you know, it doesn't have the most views out of all my videos, but it has more views than I expected, because as I've reiterated this point quite a lot clearly in quite a few videos, these days I've been on YouTube for quite some time now that I don't expect any views. So then when a video gets, 40 views, or maybe just, 10 or 5 views, that isn't a lot for someone like, say, PewDiePie or something, but I don't expect, whereas at this point PewDiePie will expect, a certain amount of 1,000 billion, whatever views or whatever, and will probably be disappointed when he doesn't get the outcome that he expects. Whereas I'm hoping when he first started he didn't expect anything, and so he was never unhappy with what he did get and stuff. And I think that's an important mentality to have, especially on YouTube, because it fluctuates a lot, and it's very strange. Your main audience might like Doctor Who in this case, for example, with my channel, of course, but then you do something about the DVDs you've got in your collection, or the sort of pop vinyl video that I did, with all my pop vinyls. That seemed to be a lot more popular than I anticipated. When I do sort of stuff that isn't always Doctor Who related, it seems to get more views than I expect, and then more views than sometimes when I do Doctor Who stuff. For example, my Warriors of the Deep review that I recently did, I think that only has like 2 views or something, whereas like my graphic novel collection, that has like 40 views, which is just mind-boggling, because I expected, no really to come out of that, and maybe expected 5-10 views maybe or something, and I've got 40 views on that video. Whereas, as I say, when I expect, say, I don't know, 5 or 10 5 or 10 views on, say, the Warriors of the Deep review, and then when I only get 2 views, it's more disappointing and stuff than shocking or, reassuring that it's something of a note. Yeah, at the minute, I'm just a bit all over the place, really. Literally, this is technically the Easter holiday, so after today, I've got the Easter holiday officially starts for me, and I've got 2 weeks off college, which you'd think I'd be really happy about, which I am happy about, but it's just a bit weird because it's like being told, to force, it's being like forced to sort of de-stress, and as a person with Asperger's syndrome, that is, which is a form of autism, for those of you who don't know, is quite a difficult task to do, to be told, here's some time, and basically what you've got to do in that time is relax. It's difficult because most of the time when I'm at college I'm on edge, or I'm quite anxious or nervous about stuff quite a lot of the time, not always, but quite a bit of the time, and stuff, and so then to be told, okay, here's some time to not feel like that, it's difficult to unwind. And when I eventually do, obviously, as you can imagine, it's horrible then to be told, now you've got to go back to that thing that made you, or that place that made you feel very uncomfortable, and not too happy all of the time and stuff. And, don't get me wrong, I do think I've found it a lot easier this year to talk to my friends and talk to people who are my age, but it's still difficult. I find that still very difficult, and not even so much difficult, but just very taxing and very emotionally draining. And yeah, it can be difficult because, you know, what I think I'm doing right, someone else then might be like, oh, well, actually, you're hurting my feelings, blah, 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 and you're doing stupid stuff and that. I've got this new poster, and it was from the 2011 Doctor Who annual, which is the most recent annual that I've bought in numerical order, anyway. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to add. If you have watched my most recent my most recent topics videos, you will know that I am trying to add some more humour into them, and so please do comment below if you think that humour is working or not, as I would hope that it is working, but maybe it's not. Maybe some of you don't feel like it's that humorous or whatnot. I'm just trying to add humour at the beginning of a topics video, so it just breaks the ice, you know, and stuff, and breaks that barrier, really, and maybe just shows you guys, it's a way of showing to you guys that I'm not completely always just serious, super serious all of the time, which, I'll be honest, I'm not always super serious. I'm sometimes a bit of a goof, and I can sort of be a bit more, you know, sporadic and a bit, sort of, yeah, spontaneous, and that, but I don't know, I like how I can sort of have law and order and rules to my YouTube channel, you know, where there's a lot of chaos outside of my YouTube channel, and that, you know, in my life, where I can't control things, you know, I can't control if one of my tutors is ill, or I can't control, you know, if the room changes or something, we have like a room change and we have to go somewhere else or something, and those things are out of my control, and I do find them difficult, and so I think that's why usually when I am talking about Doctor Who, I come across maybe to some of you as very robotic or not very sporadic or human-like, and it's because, again, a lot of the time I feel like a lot of situations in my life outside of YouTube feel very sporadic, and so when I'm trying to relax, I'm very much more efficient, clearly, and more sort of robotic about the way I present myself and deliver information and stuff about Doctor Who, clearly, and that. But yeah, I hope you guys continue to watch my content and like it, and that, and always have suggestions. Please do comment below your suggestions about how I can improve my videos, as I'm always looking at ways to improve them for you guys and girls. And yeah, as I say, I'm always trying to improve my videos. I'm always trying to think of new things I can do, and new content. As I said before, I think in my last new news, not the one about the figures, but the one after or before that one, I do really want to try and do more Doctor Who Big Finish reviews and more Doctor Who action figure reviews. Not action figure reviews, action figure adventures and Big Finish reviews. So yeah, thanks for watching, comment, rate and subscribe.